Hey, I'm trying to see if I should keep this light on. It's just so loud. Anyway, here we are back in my bathroom again. What's going on? Okay, so oh, wasn't able to make it outside today, but it was just very busy, and yeah, I rescheduled my passport appointment. So I'm gonna just do that over again. I rescheduled it for Friday, so we'll see if I make it there. But anyway, so honestly, I forgot to tell you guys this yesterday, but I just wanted to let you guys know, just, just to get it off my chest, I guess. Anyway, so you know how yesterday was Mother's Day? Okay, so basically, you know how like on like those holidays or your birthday or something, like people from your family will like text you or whatever, maybe call, and like people from your family that maybe you don't even talk to all the time, they only like hit you up during the holidays. So, I got that. It's been less and less and less every year for me as I get older. But people in my family still do that. So anyway, um, so I got the messages, whatever, my mom and randomly my aunt, who I like never talked to. I'm just like, this is so crazy. So anyway, and then my grandma added me to a group chat and was like, "Happy Mother's Day." Oh, thought I had something there. Happy Mother's Day. Whatever she sent, and so, but I don't think so okay. I saw that she added me to a group chat, but I don't think I seen the message that she sent. The other message that I saw that was like Happy Mother's Day in that group was from my mom, and so I didn't see my grandma's message. I only saw that she added me to the group chat because I blocked her. Okay, so let me tell you why I blocked her. Because so my grandma is like one of those old, I'm not gonna say senile, just one of those older people that as they get older, obviously they don't care about anything anymore, but like especially hurting people's feelings. But it's just like one of those older people who like tend to start things in public for like no reason, like for like the smallest reasons. But I feel like this is just her as a person. Like maybe not. It didn't happen as she got older. Maybe she's just always been this way. I don't know. But what happened was, okay, so honestly, I feel like this this started when I was little, honestly, because like she would just talk shit. Like she would just talk so much shit. Like so, ever since we were younger, she always tried to make it seem like it was just so hard to shop for me personally. Like, and then my brother and my sister would like get whatever, pretty much whatever they kind of like picked up. So like my grandma, I'm gonna say my grandpa is the one that has money. She has money by marriage, but and I guess teaching, whatever. But anyway, like growing up, there was no problem spending money on us. Like every birthday almost, we would get a Coach purse. And, every birthday we would all get gifts. Like, if it was my birthday, then my brother and my sister would get happy unbirthday gifts. So, like, it was no problem to just get gifts for everybody. And then the gifts that we got was it was like everything we asked for, plus money, plus, you know, a Coach purse or whatever for my brother. But it was always some kind of expensive thing plus money. So, you know, that's how we grew up. So anyway, as I started getting older and started realizing the type of person that she is, I kind of understood that she's rude. honestly, like, she's kind of rude, and I really don't like that. So basically, I'm kind of just gonna associate with you because you give me money. Like, that's literally it. Or because you ask, what do you want for Christmas, and then I'll tell you everything I want, and then you get everything on the list. Like, that's basically what it's been since I came into the knowledge or the realization of what type of person she is. Because, like, when you're younger, it's like, oh, that's grandma. And especially if, you're always getting what you want from grandma. Or, we, every time school starts, like before school starts, she would get our back to school clothes, and it was like all the clothes that we wanted. But then, like, when it came to me personally, it was like shopping for back to school clothes. It was like as I got older, I would fill out more, and she kind of just made it difficult and made it seem like I was just this big old person who didn't fit anything. So, she would try to say things like, oh, maybe you shouldn't eat all of that, or, oh, maybe you shouldn't, things like that, just kind of like being rude. But as a child, it's like, I didn't really say anything. I'm just like, whatever. But then as I got older, I started to talk back. Like, not in a disrespectful way, but it was kind of like, just questioning things. So anyway, got married the first time, right? So nobody liked my first husband, okay, whatever. Then I met my now husband, right? So she tried to act like she didn't like him, but my husband has a way with people, so he broke her down, but she was still rude to me. So we started having all these kids, right? And my ex-husband started doing a bunch of BS with the courts, trying to take full custody of my kids, right, of my oldest that I had with him. So the first time that happened, she helped me out with the lawyer. Like, she would pay the lawyer and everything like that. And one day, so with that whole situation, one day I had gotten a bill from the lawyer, and I kind of just like forwarded it to her and was like, hey, grandma, whatever. She calls me and was like, oh, you're not even gonna say hi first, and you're not even gonna, she just wanted me to like chop it up with her a little bit before I asked her for the money. But I'm just like, we don't have, in my head, I'm like, we don't have that kind of relationship. Like, she doesn't even call me just to say hi, how am I doing, or whatever. Like, if we were to talk like that, it would be like I would have to call her. So, like, we don't even have that kind of relationship to where, like, I'm just going to hit you up and be like, hey, grandma, what's going on? How are you? Like, so I was just like, oh, so I kind of just, just to get her off my back, was like, yeah, sorry, blah, blah, blah. How are you, by the way? Like, and so, I guess that made her feel some type of way. But I mean, that's just how our relationship ended up. Like, whose fault is that? So anyway, so fast forward. So that whole situation got taken care of. I got 50-50 back. Blah blah blah. Ever since after that whole thing turned out, ever since then, whenever we would see her get together or whatever the case was, she would just like bring it up, like, yeah, I spent all that money on the lawyer and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, you're still going on about the money for the lawyer? Like, that was years ago, right? So it would just be random, and I'm just like, okay, why is she still tripping? Why is she bringing it up? Like, you offered, so what the heck? It's not like I begged you or anything for help. So anyway, the last time that I had actually seen her, spent any kind of time or even talked to her, was Christmas 2023. And so what happened, so we went over there and whatever, she had a party or some shit, and so that ended up happening. Then what ended up happening, so then after that, like 2024 was when we ended up moving out of the bug house. We call it the bug house. And we ended up moving into a hotel and everything. So technically we were considered homeless. And so, we're hella struggling, like trying to figure things out, you know, so that we don't have to, well, so basically so that we don't have to go back to living in those under those conditions anymore, because I could not stand being in a roach infested place. Like, it was just horrible. It was trauma. My kids are getting bit up, not by the roaches but by other insects that were there, and it was just like, it was way too much. So yeah, we were homeless. So like, I would ask my mom for help sometimes, because hotels are expensive. So like, I'm asking my mom for help, but then at some point my mom ended up getting overwhelmed and was like, oh, like, I just feel like I'm the last resort, like, you guys don't have any other option, or blah blah blah. So she felt overwhelmed. She didn't want to help us anymore. So I was just like, okay, fine, whatever, bye. And so she complained, I guess, or my mom says that she asked my grandma to see if we could use like one of their houses in LA, because my grandma has like, grandpa has like, I don't know, 4 houses, some shit in LA. And so, in response to that, my grandma texted me saying, hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Basically saying, oh, I'm gonna take all of your kids from you. Okay. I'm gonna take all your kids from you because you don't want to put them in public school. You want to homeschool, and it's important for them to have social contact. You guys aren't, you and your drug addict husband are not providing a stable environment, just going from pillar to post. And, I don't agree with that, so I'm going to take all your kids. So immediately after I read that, I blocked her, because what the hell? What? So I haven't spoken to her since. I have not unblocked her, and she tried to call me in between now and then. That was like 2024. It's 2025 now, May. So yeah. So anyway, I didn't see anybody over the holidays. I didn't even talk to my side of the family over the holidays of 2024. I was just like, yeah, no thank you. Like, okay. So after that, she tried to reach out. Who cares? So yesterday she asked me to the group, and I immediately, after I seen that, I removed myself from the group. So apparently my mom and grandma talked and was like, I guess my grandma said to her, oh, you were mad at me, oh, Jackie's mad at me. And she was like, well, yeah, I mean, threatened to take her kids, like, after she's already going through something with her ex-husband, like, you're that was mad rude, like, you should apologize. And she, oh shit, sorry. My mom was like, you should apologize, and my grandma was like, I don't care. So, okay, you don't care, then leave me alone, like, what the hell? So yeah, that's that. So that's it. We have no relationship anymore. I mean, I forgive her in my heart. I forgave her, like, in 2024, but that doesn't mean I have to talk to her ever again. Like, all is forgiven. I don't want you to die. I don't want you to get hurt. That's basically it. Like, live your best life, and I'll live mine. Like, we don't have to agree on anything, honestly. Like, and that's fine. You can act like, things are just so hard for me, or just so hard to deal with me, or whatever. I don't care. Like, I wish you all the best, right? And hey, enjoy whatever time you have left on this earth, and I'll enjoy whatever time I have left. Because I don't need to sit there and be a fool and be in somebody's presence who doesn't actually enjoy me as a person, my presence, or my kids. Like, I don't really have time for that. So, yeah. Other than that, Like, and it didn't really ruin anything yesterday. It was just like I had a cool Mother's Day anyway. It was like whatever. I just hung out with my family, so nobody's tripping. But I just thought that was crazy. And yeah, you know, I hope that, you know, more people are open and learn how to let grudges go, let things go, just let it go. Like, you know, I feel like that's a big issue, particularly with that side of the family. Like, it's hard for people to let things go, and not only with my grandma, but with, like, you know, her sisters, their daughters, my mom even. Like, it's just hard for them to let things go. Like, it's just, and I don't want to live that way. Like, I'll let it go, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be retarded and actually try to be friends with you when you obviously don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I will let you go. Like, let it go completely, okay? So anyway, I hope everybody else had a fantastic weekend, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully outside. We don't know, but I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye.